Hi everyone, I'm Christy Forsyth with Clarity by Christy. I am a soul therapist and an intuitive that connects with the angelic energy, and I help the helpers, the healers, and the light bringers of this world to live their most magical life. So if that's you, make sure you hit that subscribe button below if you're watching on my YouTube channel, and hit the bell so you can get notifications for all the videos that I'm sharing here on this channel. If you're watching live or on the replay on my Facebook, make sure you swing by my YouTube channel and get yourself subscribed. So today is energy update day. Today is the collective reading, the reading for all of us to talk about what's going on with the energy and what messages the angels have for you for best navigating this week. So we have a lot going on, but I feel like we're doing a lot of work on ourselves. And the way that I'm seeing it is that we really have just peeled away another layer of kind of, I guess, the bullshit that we keep in our energy field or that we keep in our life, right? Like it's like peeling away a layer where we are getting closer and closer to our authentic selves and to our best life path. And so it's kind of like an onion where we've peeled this away now. And what I see on the other side of this peeling process is stuff. The stuff that we have to deal with, the stuff that's the next layer, the next level. Hi, Mom. Hi, Rick. The next level of what it is that we need to do. So you may feel like, oh man, there's a lot of stuff all of a sudden right here in front of me. And where the hell did this come from? Or why am I dealing with all of this at once? But this is just really about this layer. And it's truly leading us to a breakthrough. And I feel like that breakthrough is very soon. You may find that you're having breakthroughs happening this week or in the very near future. But we've got to take that stuff that's showing up for us and we've got to work through it or acknowledge it, right? And sometimes we prefer to not do the shadow work. You know, sometimes it's harder to go deep and to take a look at what's showing up for you and to take a look at the lessons that are showing up for you or to acknowledge parts of ourselves that we need to be working on or we need to be developing. That's harder stuff, but it is really important. And I feel like it's really important right now in order to get us to that breakthrough place. Right. And I feel like there's a lot of processing happening for us right now, a lot of exploring right now and trying to figure out what's next. In fact, I think some of the confusion, because there is, I feel like kind of a collective confusion in some ways, some of the confusion that we're feeling is connected with this, and we've got to like clear this away in order to have that clarity of mind. So, you know, really the shadow work that we are going to find ourselves doing or already are doing is leading us to the light. And, you know, like these layers that we're going through, awakening isn't just that beautiful beginning part of the process where you're opening to your spirituality, where you're connecting on a whole other level to your higher power, you know, and all of the exciting magic that comes with it. That's a really exciting time. But an awakening is really an always ongoing process. And so we get to new layers of it. And every time we get to a new layer of it, there's more work to do. There's more things to be cleared. There's different lessons that are showing up. And so I feel like really we're there. And it can look like a breakdown in some ways for some of us. Although, you know, I don't feel that it has to, but I think ultimately if we can do a little bit of work on ourselves, if we can let ourselves just make space for what's showing up for us and not try to push it away, not try to ignore it, and just kind of honor ourselves exactly where we're at and allow that intuitive process to guide you through the shadow work that we need to be doing. That's going to take us right to this breakthrough. And I feel like relatively quickly. So we're moving in this direction. I also think that part of this process is a looking back. Okay, so last time we talked about in my video, some people were asking about retrograde. There's still a little bit that energy of this feeling of looking back, you know, asking questions. Why didn't this work out for me? Or why did things go the way that they went? Or what could I have done better? Those kinds of questions. And there is like this looking back, and we want to take that and we just want to learn from that looking back. What are the things that I can learn from this experience? But again, like I said last week in the video, we don't want to be dwelling on the past. We really want to be focusing on the present, learning what we can from the past, but coming back to focusing on the present. Because if you allow it, you will spend so much time feeling bad about the past or feeling nostalgic about the past, that it can actually prevent you from moving forward. It can prevent you from stepping into what's next for you, because there's a lot of exciting energy here with this. I honestly, as much as like we're doing this work, I feel a lot of magic this week. I feel like you're going to be seeing, if you aren't already, a lot of signs, a lot of synchronicities that are really helping to show you the way, because your guides and your angels are trying to develop that trust and that faith within you, right? So you may not be seeing a whole lot that says, yes, a breakthrough is happening, or yes, things are moving in the right direction. You'll see some little signs of that, but maybe not necessarily the big things that you're looking for. But pay attention to the signs and the synchronicities that are showing up for you, that are showing you that you're exactly where you're supposed to be, and that are showing you that things are happening exactly as they should, or letting you know that your guides and your angels are with you. Things like repeating numbers, or anything that feels like a sign, or, you know, anything could be a sign, but animals crossing your path, actual signs, just connecting with a particular message somewhere where it just really resonates with you. There's so many ways that our guides and our angels connect with us, but I want you to pay attention to what's happening, and I want you to pay attention to those things that feel magical, because I think that's really going to help us to stay in trust, to stay in faith, and to continue to trust that the things that we are wanting to manifest are heading in our direction, or something better, right? Because sometimes we think that we know what's best for us, and we think that we know what we want, but God has other plans. God has better plans, right? So we also want to be open to this, but pay attention to what's showing up for you, and what's guiding you, and what's happening around you, because this is really letting us know that there's a whole lot going on behind the scenes. There's a whole lot being synchronized, orchestrated in our favor that we may not see right now. And, you know, it's not going to happen until it happens. And then all of a sudden things manifest and we're like, wow, that's exactly what I wanted. Or, wow, that's really magical. That's really powerful. And so know that if you're not seeing that right now, pay attention to those signs, and notice that you're being guided and you're being shown that everything is always working out for you. Everything is moving in exactly the right direction, in exactly the right timing. So we have to continue to trust it. But those signs will bring us some peace as we are trying to navigate all of this. The other part of this is, because I think we're processing a lot, because I think we're asking a lot of questions, is we really want to make sure that we're honoring and listening to our soul. So we want to make sure that we're not letting other people influence our decisions or the path that we want to take, because I do feel like we're making choices, we're making decisions, not just this week, but I would say for the next month or so. There is this whole exploration that we're going through. And so we really want to make sure that we're going within, and we're not letting that be influenced by other people or what other people want from us or what other people need from us. It's really about honoring what it is that's best and right for you. And best and right for your soul, by the way, not best and right for your ego, because we don't want to be making those decisions from a fear-based place or from an instant gratification kind of a place, or anything else that would be more from your ego rather than your soul. So we want to make sure that we're honoring the soul and honoring what the soul is guiding us for, because this is our intuition, this is our best life path, and I really feel like there's a lot of energy helping to guide us, helping to show us. Even if it feels confusing, it's going to make sense later. So I've had a couple of people ask me about pulling cards and missing me pulling cards, and I had explained to you guys that part of what I felt called to do is to do a little bit more direct channeling of the messages, but I also want to honor what people want and what people need. So my compromise to that is here and there to incorporate some cards and to bring them in whenever I feel called to do that. So I did pull a few cards for this week for those of you that like the cards. So the card that I pulled is the Magician card, right? We are preparing. We are getting ready. And the Magician in tarot has everything that he needs. He has all 4 of the suits. And this is about that preparation to have everything that you need to move forward into a life that you're excited about. So know that we're working toward that. Know that the Magician is also about a lot of magic, a lot of wishes being fulfilled, a lot of help from the universe, our guides, our angels, God, whatever you want to call that, right? We have a lot of help. We have a lot of support. And this is really a very magical time. And I think we're going to take a look back and see that. I also pulled the Justice card, okay? So know that with the Justice card that there is justice being served with something, or you making a judgment with something, you know, making a determination, deciding or weighing a choice here and deciding what's best and right for you. The Perspective card is all about a shift in perspective, right? So I think we really want to honor and allow ourselves to take a look at things from a different perspective, to explore things from other people's perspectives, to maybe think outside the box in terms of the way that you've always done things, right? Because the way that you've always done things maybe isn't the way that you're meant to do things moving forward. So I think that this is really important. I'm also noticing on this card that it says, take a look at the story that you're telling yourself. What is the story that you're telling yourself? And what's the possibility that that's not true, or that you need to make some adjustments to your story for that to be the actual truth? You know, sometimes we can perceive things in one way and we're seeing those through those particular glasses. And so everything that we experience, everything that we see is through those glasses. And when we can change the glasses, when we can change the way that we're seeing things, that can create a lot of really powerful shifts within ourselves, but also in our actions, in our feelings, all of that. So allow the story to change, allow the story to be different, allow the story to be adapted as it needs to. And Rick is saying he likes the cards. I'm glad that you like the cards. I'm glad I'm incorporating them a little bit back in then. And then I pulled the Hell Yes card. Okay, so first of all, like if you're thinking about a question right now and really wanting like that yes or no answer, this is that validation that it's a hell yes. But this card also for me is about living a life that is a hell yes kind of a life, you know, and so making decisions that align with that feeling of hell yes, I want that in my life. Hell yes, that's the direction that I want to go in, and really making your choices from that, the things that you're excited about, the things that light you up, the things that make you feel like, hell yes, I love my life. And the last card that we have here is the Priorities card. So again, all of these really representing the fact that we're doing so much processing and exploring, right? What's really most important to you? And where have you maybe wandered off track with that? But also like thinking about your priorities in terms of making choices for your life. You know, like thinking about, are these choices that I'm making in alignment with my priorities, or am I allowing myself to be influenced by someone else, by my ego, by what someone else wants from me, by, you know, there's so many different ways that we can be impacted. And where do I need to truly honor the priorities that I have? So that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I always love to hear from you in comments below. If you guys like this video, make sure you hit that like button or that heart button. And I will see you all soon with another video. Take care, guys.